Peace. My name is Tony Perkins and welcome to the Live, Learn, and Grow podcast. The 3 pillars that we strive to and we practice every day to enhance our quality of life. Live. Just trying to make today better than yesterday. Learn. Something we do every day. Only when we acknowledge the lesson. Grow. Simply. Just building on the lesson learned. And that's what we're here to do. I got a great guest coming. Stay tuned. What's going on? What's going on? We back, Live, Learn, and Grow podcast. I'm here with my beautiful guest, Quiona. Different atmosphere today, but it's beautiful. We made a house call today.
Yeah.
We came to see Miss Quiona. What's going on, sis?
Business.
Business,
Tired,
right?
exhausted, but I'm good. God is good. So I'm just working, building. Right. Yeah.
As I'm just checking you out, I'm looking into your eyes and seeing how your glow commences on the inside.
It's a childish,
Yeah.
You see what I did there, right?
Right.
Okay.
That's dope. That was dope. That's dope.
Thank
That's dope.
you.
So, what sparked the passion for this type of business?
I've always been into creating, especially when it comes to formulating for myself.
Right.
I've done it at home. I've done it for my baby, with her growing up. I used to like to use a lot of natural stuff, a lot of natural things you can't find OTC, which is over the counter. So I would make them myself. So I've always been a creative, child of the arts. That's my nature. So I got into it really heavy, probably about maybe 3 years ago. So just self-healing,
right.
Inside out, internal versus external, inner to outer aesthetic. So you got to glow in here first, and then everything else will follow. So I started concocting my own products, and I felt like, what? I tried them on a few friends, and they worked really, really well. And I said, what? People need it. It's marketable. So I put it on the market. I've been in commerce for maybe 2 or 3 years, shy of a few months or so, and it did really well. And now I'm here at my brick and mortar.
Nice. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Turmeric tricks and Moroccan dreams and just to name a few. You know what I mean? Just speak about those products and the purpose of them.
Turmeric tricks. It does exactly what the name says. Tricks. So hyperpigmentation. A lot of us as people, we have sometimes an overage of melanin in our skin. Right. It's the what we call melanocytes. Melanocytes, whatever. But what happens is, you have this discoloration, blemishes, and so on and so forth. So turmeric is known to be an active agent for brightening the skin naturally. So that is the key ingredient in turmeric tricks, and it does what it does. It fights acne as well. It's anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antibacterial, all that good stuff. So you got that in one mask.
Wow.
Moroccan Dreams. Moroccan Dreams is a raspberry base mask, which is more for maintaining what's already there. So it's very light, very mild mask. Pink clay is, the base of that mask as well as raspberry. So what that's going to do is just kind of antioxidants for the skin. A little bit of maybe brightening, but not too much. But it's going to maintain your glow. It doesn't have to war against much because that's just kind of a daily cleansing, mask, which is really not daily because I want everybody to use the mask usually at night, but not as much. You don't have to mask as much. And then avocado glow, hydration, lecithin. Oh my God, it's just going to deposit hydration. Like I said, it's known to plump out the skin because of the fatty acids that's in it. So there you have it.
It's crazy because, like, I know I'm scheduled for A
A
facial,
facial, mhm.
right?
Yep.
So make sure we have to get the B-roll of that,
You will.
because that'll actually be my first time
And
ever
you're pretty
getting
glowy. You
pretty
have
glowy,
a
right?
pretty good canvas, so
Right.
But you got to come here and let us
Yeah.
actually enhance that.
So, right, and what I notice about me is
Yeah.
my skin is like very oily.
Okay, you have an overproduction of sebum.
Okay.
Excess.
Over what?
Production of sebum.
Sebum.
Sebum. People,
Okay.
they tend to pronounce it the way they pronounce
Right.
it. Overproduction of sebum.
Yeah, we can't
It's
forget.
oil.
Right,
The
this is,
sebaceous gland.
oh, okay. This is live, learn, and grow. So
Yeah.
you live in it. I'm learning it, and hopefully we can
Yeah.
definitely all both grow from it.
Yep, we can.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It's just self-care, which is
It's
needed,
a necessary
right?
thing. It's like it's a lost art. People lose that. They lose
Right.
the part of taking care of, for one, like I said, I always revert to the inner first, because my theory is if you don't feel good on the inside, this is not going to look good. You understand? Like you got stress and depression and anxiety, that stuff comes out. Why did it come out? There's a hormone attached to each of those emotions. You get my
Right.
drift?
Right.
Your hormones affect the skin. Straight up. That is just it goes hand in hand. So it's like you can't have one without the other. Heck, you can't have this one without having this one. Meaning if the inner part is not intact, this thing is considerably done. So you have to take care. You have to get back to that. It's art. You want to look good. You want to, you want your cell turnover to remain at 28 days and not to go anything past that, because that means that you're aging faster. You want to preserve your sexy, I guess.
Right.
That's what the kids say, right?
That's what they say.
Okay.
That's what they say. I wanna let's go off for something for a second.
You got to preserve yourself.
Right. You have some female products,
Yes, I do.
right? For the
You
for the
can say
private part of the female,
vaginal region.
the vaginal,
The
area.
let's call it the
Right.
sacred region.
The sacred
Yep.
region. Okay.
Yeah.
Let the ladies know a little bit about
Well,
that.
it's
and,
called Gaia. Gaia is a primal Greek goddess of Mother Earth. That's
Wow.
pretty much who that is. That's the name of my line. So what happens is this: there's a lot of women that, I'm not a doctor, and I put the disclaimer out right away. Listen, my products are not intended to, to outlaw, the opinions of your gynecologist. You go to the doctor by all means. However, it is natural. And it's been known to fight candida. It's been known to fight bacterial vaginosis. That is an odor. A lot of women, and I feel bad because it's like a lot of women are considerably innocent, and so are men, because men have bacteria, men have yeast infection as well.
Right.
But a lot of women, they don't understand. Listen, your pH goes off. And it's not that you're a nasty person. It's not that you don't take care of your body, because a lot of women do take care of their bodies. But something as simple as a material, satin. A lot of women are not supposed to wear. We're not supposed to wear satin. It's sexy,
Right.
but it doesn't work with our anatomy. So you sweat more, moisture. You got good and bad bacteria. So what happens is your pH goes off. pH means your potential hydrogen, right? When that drops to a certain level, goes too high, or even if it goes too low or too high, you're going to produce more yeast. You understand? More bacteria.
Okay.
So which in turn can produce a foul odor. It produces discharge, things of that nature. So my products, it's full line.
Right.
Body wash, soap, suppository, yoni oil, a little bit of a natural bath bomb minus the acids that you would find in a regular bath bomb. The steaming herbs, which is good, which is an amazing form of running out residue that's in your birth canal, right? So that stuff will fight it, alleviate the odor right away, and bring you right back to your midpoint when it comes to your pH.
Wow, that's interesting. I hope you ladies are catching all of that, because that's very important. Even for men, like where are our cleansing products?
All of our products are unisex. They may look pretty.
Oh, okay.
They look pretty, but they work equally,
Right.
just for you guys, just like they work for us. Everything that I touch is gonna look pretty, because that's just me. I like to design and decor. But we do have a king line. Okay, King comes with a body wash, charcoal, Egyptian musk, nag champa, and cedar. So that, of course, you know that charcoal is considered an antioxidant, super duper antioxidant. So along with hydration, along with the fact that you guys like to smell nice, you guys are very visual,
Right.
and sensual, and you know, aromatic. Aromatherapy is your thing.
Right.
You guys will not only smell good, but your skin will feel good because of the oils that are going through it, the essential oils and the carriers that I use. It's a good marriage.
Right. And everything, all the ingredients are natural.
All
Just
natural.
everything is natural.
All natural. They were not tested on animals. There's no byproducts, none of that crazy stuff. No parabens, no silicone, none of that. Everything, I have herbs literally sitting on my counter back there. There's herbs hanging above my head. And yucca stems. Shave them off, they go into my grinder. You'll find them in a product somewhere.
Very earthy. Like,
Thank you.
you know. I like that though. I like that. Connected.
Everything.
Right.
You live it.
You live it, right?
My friends.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a
right.
lifestyle, for real.
Definitely.
Yes.
Right. Your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Big girl now.
Very big girl.
How does she use a lot of the products
She
that you
uses
carry?
everything that you see. I
Everything.
have to hide my products from her.
What's her favorite?
Zeri's favorite is Genesis.
Genesis.
She loves Genesis. She loves Lake. She loves Haze Toner, and she loves Goldmine. Those are that. If she had an arsenal of choice, that's her arsenal of choice. We actually just named one of the products after her. It's a body wash, lemongrass, lemon balm, and basil. That's her body wash. It's called Zeri.
Nice, nice. Perseverance is my motto. Madam C.J. Walker. How does that resonate with you?
I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
She persevered. She got all types of stuff thrown at her. She built houses and warehouses and all types of stuff with those bricks that they tossed at her. And she's Madam CJ for a reason. She's one of one. There's only one Madam CJ Walker, you know? And she had a vision. She had a vision, and they didn't see it. They didn't see it. She presented it. She presented it. She tried to collab.
Right.
If you know anything about her story, she tried to collab first. And it was like, oh no, you know? They didn't see it. So she ran with it, you know, even when, you know, the odds were probably against her, because at that time she was a black woman, but not only was she a black woman, she was a darker skinned black woman. So she definitely, you know, wasn't given the shot that she should have been given, and at time and day where there were no shots given anyway.
Right.
So she created her table. She created her table, and she sat at her own table, and it's a very big table.
Nice. I like that. I like that. You have any intentions on expanding the brand as far as like deodorant?
Yeah,
Deodorant and
we're
all that
working on
kind
it
of
now.
stuff?
We have a laundry list of products that we're working on right now, but you know, we already have a full stock of about maybe 55. Right, probably a little more. I've lost count in the glow vault, so I have to. You know, those are mastered, but you want to make sure that they're there, and then you add on as you go. So I work on demand. Right now, deodorant, is a demand, as well as a few other products that I'm working on. So yeah.
You're here in Bayonne. You chose to open up in Bayonne. Why not opposed to Jersey City?
They needed us here.
Yeah.
They needed us here. I'm also, I lived here now for going on 10 years. So I noticed that there was a shortage of us here in Bayonne, especially like a business like my own. We don't have a soapery here in Bayonne. We don't have a natural skincare station here in Bayonne. We don't have a self-love station here in Bayonne.
Right.
Childish Glow is not just skincare, it's a self-love station. So you come here, you're not just gonna leave with a bag of products. You're not gonna just leave with a good facial being rendered. You're gonna leave feeling good. You're gonna feel good because we probably have a good word for you. You know, you come home from work, I get it a lot. You know, my customers come home from work, they're tired, but they feel like before they get home, they need a midpoint. Stop here, have coffee, tea occasionally because, you know, I'm a red winer. You know, I
Right.
love red wine. My palate loves red wine. I will offer them if they choose to have a glass of red wine just to unwind, and that's what we do.
I would like a glass of red wine just to unwind a little bit, if that's
Okay.
possible.
Okay, we have to find you some red wine.
Okay. All right. All
Go
right.
ahead. I'll try and get you some red
Okay.
wine.
Thank you. I appreciate.
You got it. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What are some of the services that you offer though?
Whew. All right. So we just launched our spa room, which is open but still under construction because we're still designing it out. It looks pretty, but we're going to make it a lot prettier or more pretty, whatever you choose to say. Some of the services, spa facials, lash lamination, lash extension, lash lifts, brow tinting, brow waxing, brow shaping, brow, all that good stuff. And I meant to say brow lamination, not lash lamination. Bikini waxing, beard steaming. Yeah, men's facials. Oh my God, yeah, it is. There's a wide array. We are definitely a full service spa.
I actually purchased one of the beard oils, and correct me if I'm wrong. Is that an orange peel on the inside? Is that?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Pure citrus.
Pure citrus.
Yeah, vitamin C.
And it smells amazing.
Thank you.
It smells amazing.
Thank you.
I really enjoy that too. I think I have some on today. I think
Good.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna put that on
look
today.
like you might have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, look a little
You can
lively
tell?
over
You can
there.
say, oh, okay.
I can't with you. Yes, it's definitely a part of our king line.
Nice,
Yes.
nice. Key, you wear a lot of hats. A lot of hats. You know, mom,
Yep.
mother,
Yep.
entrepreneur,
Yep.
artist.
Yep.
Come on, share the secret. How do you do it?
God.
How do you? Okay, all right.
I get weary. I'm tired today. Sometimes I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I get scared every day. Sometimes, you know, in all reality, because you're entrepreneur. Sometimes your finances doesn't match the stuff that you try to do, but somehow, God always tends to go, No, don't get worried. No, you know, you're not broke. You just paid all of your bills.
All right.
Because your overhead looks like this, but here's that, because I know you got to do that, because I need you to do it, because there's an assignment attached to my life. It's calling. So it's not just, like I said, it's not just skincare for me. It's I'm trying to tap into the inner aesthetic of what I do. So I need energy. So I pray and I ask God for energy and wisdom.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Wisdom and knowledge.
That's right.
Because I don't know everything. You know, I am a studying esthetician and, you know, cosmetic chemistry as well. So, you know, there's a lot that goes with it, but I do not spare any expense when it comes to opening up my Bible. And I need to read. Sometimes I need God to show me some things.
Right. That was strong because that actually resonates with me, you know, as far as my business.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, a lot of sense. And I thank you for that jewel right there.
Thank you.
You know, and with all of
You're
this stuff
welcome.
that you got, thank you. Yeah. You know, all of this stuff that you have going on, you know, how do you find time for Quiona?
Lately?
I asked that question because I know it's needed. It's needed.
I don't know. I'm looking for time. I'm looking for it right now, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna be real. Because I love what I do, that time, I enjoy it. I enjoy that time, so that's also me time. I love to formulate. I like creating, so that when it's fun to you and you love what you do, that is still considered a form of time for yourself. I mean, I will still go and get my manicure, and I probably haven't gotten my pedicure because I'm gonna hide my feet. But I need to go and do that. But those are minor things. But, you know, the time that I worry about is not my time. It's my time with my baby, you know? So that time matters to me. And I, as a mom that wears many hats, I have to sacrifice a lot of that time with her. You understand? So I'm not always, I'm there.
Right.
But there are moments where I have to pull away. You get it? So that's not easy on me. Those are moments where I feel like, okay, that's when my spirit gets weary, because it's like, okay, but I got to make sure that even though she's a growing big girl, she's bigger than mommy, she's going to always be my baby. You get it? So there's a, you know, that is the one thing that sometimes hangs in a balance when it comes to my time. I could care less about me.
Wow.
I'm straight.
For a lot of females or anybody who's coming up, you know, just trying to start a business and just has multiple things going on, like what kind of encouraging words would you have for them?
Do it. Don't be scared. Like, there's gonna be somebody that is gonna oppose it. There's gonna be 1,000 somebodies that's gonna oppose what you do. They will probably laugh at you for what you do. They will probably try and get you to stop doing what you do, but you gotta pay attention to those people, because the same people that will try to have you stop doing what you do will turn around and try and do what you do. So just do it, because if you don't do it, somebody's gonna turn around and do it.
That's right.
They may not do it like you, but it's gonna get done. So why not have you do it?
True.
Love it.
Love it. Right.
Do it.
What was Quiona like as a child?
Tomboy.
Tomboy.
Fun. I was very outgoing. Athlete, tomboy, still cute. I was that kid. I was a child of the art. So I was a kid. I was a kid then when kids were being kids. I was fun loving. I had a part of me that was very quiet, very timid. I was respectful. I was a kid. I was a kid, you know.
Were you jumping rope in the street?
Yeah, jump rope. I just ordered me a new pair of skates.
You did?
Yeah, I got a new pair of Impalas.
Nice.
Yeah, I got my little skate crew.
Okay.
Shout out to my girls, Daria and Danisha and friends and Maya, you know. But we got a little skate crew that's about to.
No brothers are a part of that?
No, you guys are welcome. Y'all welcome.
Okay. All right.
You know, but you know, that's the thing. This is the moniker, Childish Glow.
Right.
You know, the goal was to one, retain your youth, childish, but it's also about, you know, doing and incorporating things that, you know, remind you of your childhood.
Wow.
Hence my baby's bike being a fixture here, garnishment. You understand? That's my childhood. This light, okay? I don't know if you remember the jumping jacks.
Sure, yeah.
When I saw the light, right, exactly.
Right.
But if you look at a jumping jack, what does the light look like? It looks like a jumping jack.
A jumping jack.
Okay, so these are things that we try to incorporate. The colors, like I love color, like rainbows, pretty things like that. I love anything that looks pretty. So that was that kid. I was that kid. I was the sugar daddy, eating Jolly Rancher, eating, toting Pop Rocks kid, drawing, you know, chalkboards in the street to play hopscotch, kid Wallsies, because I was a little tomboy and my cousins would tear them back up because I wasn't running fast enough. But I was that kid, but I was still a young lady. I did my cotillions, and I was a kid. I got beaten.
Right.
You switch laid on me, but I was all right.
But you did that. You did that modeling thing too.
I did modeling thing. Yeah, I did a modeling thing. Yes, yeah. For some years.
How was that?
It was good. Yeah. I was one of Target's girls. I was plastered up on the walls of Target for a
You was
little
doing
bit.
it early. You was doing it early. You was doing a lot of this stuff early, Key.
With Nina Garcia from Project Runway.
Right.
Marie Claire magazine. I did a few things. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You traveled all over the world doing what you love to do.
I sing on some very big stages.
Yeah.
I still do.
I know you do.
The pandemic shut us down, but
Okay.
we're about to get back up and running.
What can we expect?
My EP. My EP's coming.
Okay.
Bloom. It got shut down. I am sure you remember. But I had my show set for, you know, what was it, April of last year.
Okay.
And they started, of course, shutting the venues down because remember the pandemic rolled in around March. By April, well, prior to that, it got shut down, and then I literally still have ticket sales in the balance on Eventbrite for this show. Like they're just sitting there in like escrow. So I have to bring it back now. So I held the music back because, of course, I probably should have released it then,
Okay.
but that stuff makes you anxious, and I went through my own little anxiety, situation because of the pandemic, so held off. But it's coming. It's coming. I'm actually gearing to do like a live kind of so far thing up in here. So you guys will be able to come here, sit around as we do. There'll be, we'll have air.
Right.
And I'm going to have my guitarist come and play for me while I sing up in here. Once we shut the store down, it's going to become literally a live show.
Nice.
After. So that's the difference with
I never was able to get a feature on a Hot 8 or nothing.
Blame yourself for that.
Blame myself for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're around. We're here.
Okay.
It's available. The EP's not finished yet, so you got time.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. I like
you got
that.
time.
Right.
Right.
I like to hear that.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. But yeah, we're working.
But you've worked with some amazing artists. Who is it that you haven't worked with that you would love to work with?
Most Def.
Most Def.
Most Def.
Nice.
One of them, to say the least. I've worked with a lot of the legends. Oh my God, Patti LaBelle. I've done background for her. A few people. I can't even. The list is too long, and I won't. I'm not a name dropper.
Right.
But who would I love to work with? A lot of them are dead. They've gone on. They've gone on. I mean, there's a few new artists that I do love and I like, because I'm not. There's a lot of people that hate on the younger version, that's the generation that's coming up. But I'm not one of them. I love I love Summer Walker. She's new, more of this, this genre of music that's happening, but I like her.
Okay.
She's a naturalist. I just hope she don't stray too far away from, who she is. Again, I just love good music. Corinne Bailey Rae. I love Duke Ellington, Coltrane. That's me.
Nice.
I'm that girl, so
Yeah.
I just want to work with, live and do all that good stuff when it comes to good music.
Right.
Like, it has to be good.
You did your own version of a classic, the Minnie Riperton, "Loving You."
Mm-hmm.
What made you do that? I'm asking that because I know your range, and you go all the way with it. You know what I mean? And a lot of people can't really, like, it's a difference, Key. You already know. People that can sing, and it's people that sang.
Right, the A.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for you to choose that song, what was that? Like, what sparked that idea?
My mom used to play it in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, the songs that she used to play in the house, it actually wasn't "Love You," it was "Inside My Love."
Okay.
I don't know if you remember that one by Minnie Riperton. Your camera guy probably remembers it, but
he remembers that? Oh, right. Okay.
"Inside My Love" was
Live,
a
learn, and
song
grow, man. Live, learn, and grow,
that
bro.
was her popular joint back then, and my mom used to blast it in the house. But I love it. If you can see over here, I don't have the 45s, but I have her vinyl over there. I'm trying to steal her 45s, but she won't give it to me.
Nice.
But she has Minnie's album at home, but she won't give that to me either. As much as I love Minnie, she's like, no. But long story short, she's played that stuff in the house, and "Loving You" was on, I believe it's on that album. Okay, and I would literally, I liked, for one, she sounded like an angel to me. And it was like, as a kid, it was like, oh my God, like, how does she do that? And not knowing that I had the ability to do it myself. So in the house, with my aunts in the house, every now and then, getting sick of me singing and being loud through the house, I would literally try and peek at that. That's a C note.
Right.
It's like a C minor on the scale. So I would like peek at that note in the house and get yelled at. My grandma would be like, "Be quiet, Daddy, you singing too loud." My aunts would be like, "Oh, boy, be quiet." My mother used to be the one like, leave her alone, leave my baby alone. But I would practice hitting that note in the house. And then when I did it live, that was like where I was like, okay, so now this is official tissue. Like, I can hit this note and hit it with ease. That's the difference. Minnie hit that note with ease, and to me, she still holds true. That's her note. I couldn't even take that from her. Like, it was just sweet. So I try to get as close to that sweetness as possible. So she's special. So that's my girl. Like, I have a special love for her.
Right. At what point did you really realize that you can blow, that you can really sing? How old were you? Let me ask that.
8.
8?
7 or 8.
Okay.
I sang in the church choir. My grandma's a pastor.
Right.
So I was in the bitty choirs.
Okay.
And I wasn't fearful. I don't know if you watched the movie with Tina Turner when they showed her as a little girl in the choir. She was put out of the choir because she sang too loud. She was just too much. It was too much soul for a kid. That was me as a child. Like, I didn't care. I would go at it. I would go at it with the best of them. My thing is, I love Patty too. I'll go at it with her too. It is what it is. So it was that around that time. My choir director was very strict. He was very cool though, but he taught me a lot. But he let me be me. He let me be me. Like, he was that choir director that said, no. You know, we gonna let her sing like with the bitty choir, and she gonna sing what the adults do.
Right.
But she can rock with the adults. And it was just like, I was ready. Like, give me a mic.
Right. Wow.
And by the time I was 16, I was already signed with AFTRA and SAG. You know, SAG and AFTRA now, they've merged, you know, but it was always AFTRA first for musicians. So I signed with AFTRA, then I'm still signed with AFTRA, and BMI. I've always been BMI publishing.
Right.
So from there, I went on.
Wow. You don't even hear like stuff like that no more, like, you know, BMI, you know, that's back in the day. You know, that's when the music industry was really, really.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there. BMI is still there. ASCAP is still there. But back then it was like they were more catered to, you know, the writer, the on foot live shows and finding artists at shows. And now everything is digital. It's a digital world. So you put out streams. Streams are winning the game.
Right.
You know, excuse me, you don't have to have the best voice nowadays or the best music, but you got streams and numbers.
I know.
That to me, that's the takeaway.
That's kind of whack.
It's whack.
That's whack, right?
So, but that's where they kind of get outlawed. The labels, there's no more real labels. There's no more A&Rs.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking because they're looking online. So.
And I'm still out here bragging about talking about I got an A&R ear.
You do.
Yeah.
There's still
That's
A&Rs.
right.
Don't get twisted. They just this different type of A&R. There's no more, you know, going to the shows. Oh my God, you got to go hear this girl. Is now, look, who is this person? We don't even know them. We ain't heard about them, but they got how many views? How many streams? 1 million? Nah, we'll sign them.
Yeah.
It's numbers game. You feel me?
Right.
So, you know.
I just remember like just going to the radio stations and standing outside, you know, hearing those stories from the artists that were up and coming and stuff like that. Like, you don't even get that anymore.
It don't exist. It's a lost art.
A lost art.
I think we'll get back to it though.
You think so?
It's recycled. It's music. It's like fashion. It's going to recycle itself. This is a trend. There's always a trend.
Right.
This is a trend. You know, what's happening is trendy. People are going to want to hear good music. They're paying for live shows. This pandemic, you know, as crazy as it was, as scary as it was, there was some, you know, it's crazy. There was sunshine with it. Make sense to you?
Definitely.
So people got scared. They were tired. They were not outside anymore. They, you know, lost the ability to touch.
Right.
You understand? So now, you know, put that with music. It's like, I don't want to hear that digital stuff. I had to sit in the house for a couple of months and hear nothing but digital stuff because I was out of touch. So now it's going to say, you know, it's going to put people in a position to say, you know what? We want to go to these live shows now. We miss that.
Right.
This to me is a catalyst for, you know, bringing real music back. It's about to, you watch, mark my word, you're going to see a shift in the music industry because of this pandemic. We may still be distanced a little. 6 feet, it may still exist. That's cool, because you shouldn't be in my space anyway. I need my space.
Right.
I needed that before the pandemic. It's like, now you took over.
Right.
So I'm cool with what's happening.
Right.
But we'll get back to real music.
Yeah. Now we touched on you traveling. You know, you performed overseas. You know, a lot of places.
Yeah.
What was that like? Because I hear a lot of artists talk about how they're doing much better overseas as opposed to here in the States.
Yep, that's the truth.
What's that? What was that experience like?
Where as America, where we may have lost the art of real music and the real feel and air for music, they haven't. They haven't. They still listen. They're very brutal. They're brutal. They want to hear good music. They go to the shows. They're paying for live shows out there. And if you get up there and you can't sing, they will let you know.
Right. That's
just the difference, you know. Now sound recordings, of course, they're gonna buy into it, but they have a different level when it comes to their taste for music than we do. They have they're out there. Their musicians are what do you call it? Classically trained. So they the art of charting music.
Right.
They still chart music. They're still literally writing music. I have videos with my pianist, out there, Michel Fidel. He's writing chords right before shows and things of that nature. Then we go out there and we're performing these chords that he's written.
Right.
You get it? So this is what they do. So I respect that level of them. So when it comes to American artists like myself going out there and they receive us differently is because, for one, we have really big voices. We have soul was birthed here. You get it?
Right.
So
right.
we take that over there and they're like, oh my God, like she can sing like that. How do you do that? And my respect to them is, you try music like that? How do you do that? You get it? That's ill, because
Right.
their parents make them actually sit down as 6 and 7 and 5-year-olds and, at the piano and they charting music. So it's different. So I respect it. They respect my craft, and it's a perfect marriage.
Right. I'm saying you coming here, born and raised here in the States, and you overseas performing, and they just. Next up, hitting the stage, we have Quiona, and then you coming out or you making your entrance, and they're just going bananas. Talk about that feeling?
I've had inverse reactions.
Right.
I'm a black woman.
Right.
I've gone into places that exceed Europe, where black is a thing. You get my drift? I've gone to the Middle East. A few places they're not used to black women, especially black women who are, for lack of a better explanation, black women who are free, free to roam. So it's like, who's this little black girl that's probably not a derivative of, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to speak the truth, but she's not from Africa. She's not our nanny. Who is she?
Right.
You get my drift? Like,
Definitely.
why is she on the big stage? Why is she a headliner? Who is she? Like, why? So I've had the curtain open up on me, and they're like, and I'm scared, but because I'm there to do a job, it's like, you're about to catch all this smoke. You're gonna understand why I'm on this stage after I open up my mouth. And as soon as I open up my mouth, it becomes a matter of, from this feeling of, more or less racism, sexism, things of that nature, to, oh my God, like, this thing happens. She sings, and then now you hear the jeers and the cheers, and this is how I've had to introduce myself like that plenty of times, where it's like, okay, I'm scared, I'm in Egypt.
Right.
Where they don't, women are still, you got to stand down. And I got to get on this stage, you know what I'm saying? But I'm afraid when the curtain open, they're going to look at me like I'm crazy. I got to battle through that. I had to battle through that. Like I was probably this short of a boo when they opened the curtain. They didn't boo, with all due respect to who I was on stage with, because his name is, Michel Fidel. He's world renowned. But it was like, okay, we got to listen to her because she's on the stage with him. You understand? Because he's Arabic. And it was like, he's looking because he knows what's about to happen.
Right.
But they had to wait for it.
Who inspires Quiona?
My life, my child, my mother, my grandmas, both of them. One of my nanas, she's already gone on to glory. But I have really strong women in my corner. My dad's a cool cat.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts, but one thing I love about my dad is that, he preserved me well. He didn't let me do what all the other girls were doing, when the other girls were doing what the girls were doing. So it was just like, nah, he knew. I would fuss, so I fussed. So I'm that. I want to go outside. I want to go, why can't they go to the parties and just like that? And my father, he made party. But he's like, you're not going to party. Nah, you got a bigger job to do.
Right.
So he kept me grounded. My mom, she's a different beast. She's her own kind, from a little girl, my mom was a dame. Growing up, she was the beauty that I saw. My own little real life, Felicia Rashad, that was her thing, life, will take you through some turns and twists and, switch some things up. But my mom, till this day, she's special. Like, I don't know, there are days where I don't know what I would do if I didn't have her. Like, she's my my energy. She's my energy. And then I got my child. God gifted me with that.
Yeah.
That's mine.
For sure. You gonna always love your mama.
Forever.
Yeah.
That's my lady.
Look
my
like
lady.
It. Look just like her.
That's my lady.
Right.
That's my lady. Because you know why? Her love for me never wavers. Never. I could be wrong. She gonna tell me I'm wrong. She'll put me back, in my place, but nobody else could do it to me. That's her thing. Listen, I could scold her. She mine. Yup, she wrong right now, but you better not come close. That's her spirit. Don't come close to my child. Then. And she stands for something very great, so.
You did a song, Protect Black Women.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that?
Different. First of all, I'm not a rapper.
Right.
Let's be clear.
Right.
I mean, I got bars now.
Yeah,
I can write,
right.
but I'm not a rapper. So I had to step into a totally different part of me. That crazy as it may sound, it actually felt comfortable. I felt good delivering it. But the message itself is like, oh yeah, like protect us. Like we need that layer. Where's that layer at?
Right.
And I stood next to like some queens, shout out to all of them, like they are amazing women, my girl, Daria, Jay Sass, Dion, forgive me if I forgot a few names, Queen T, Carter.
Okay.
There's another few young ladies that were really, really good, Shauna. Just to give them,
Right.
their just due. So it's like to stand next to them, everybody stands for something. So it felt good to stand next to my sisters. I'm about that. I'm all about that.
Song was dope too.
It was very good.
Song was
Yeah.
dope.
You guys did one too. That was really dope too.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Everybody got
you. It's so crazy because it just felt natural for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Just.
Because you've been doing it though. Like you've been about that for a while.
Right.
Like
But just the concept of protecting the black woman.
Yeah,
I was
always
raised
been
in a
like
house
that.
full of black women, and it's a difference. A lot of times we say like the youth today.
Yeah.
We say, oh, they need that male figure, which they do. But not to say that my father wasn't there. He was there, but my mom really.
There's a saying, and one of my younger cousin posted it, and I thought that was very noble of him. He's a lot younger than me, and I thought that was, hey, look, that's very mature of you, first of all.
Right.
The saying was, forgive your parents because they were growing up too.
Right. That's dope.
So we could easily look at it like he wasn't there, and it's like but what constitutes not being there? Was he present? Was he present at some point?
Yeah. Yeah, my pops was.
Got to give him his just due.
Yeah, he was definitely in effect.
Growing. You got to remember they were young.
Right.
They were having kids really, really young, so they didn't even know the way.
Yeah.
So they gave it their best. So I learned to give the benefit of the doubt. Just say, listen, did you at least try your best?
Mm-hmm.
You tried your best concerning me? No problem. They were growing too.
What you think about these young mothers today? Raising these young boys,
They're growing. They're growing. They got different, very unconventional way of doing it, but they're growing. We live in a different day where, back then, the men, I can't say all, they were providers.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that the black family has been outlawed. They've single-handedly outlawed the picture of what a black family should look like. You understand? So quite naturally, you got the younger girls quite naturally because we carry the babies.
Right.
It's mama's baby. Daddy's maybe.
Right.
And this is kind of in full effect right now. You know, these young boys don't know because they, you know, it's a learned behavior. They were raised by a man who didn't raise them, or they were not raised by the man who should have raised them.
Right.
So in turn, they tend to, you know, assert and give out what was put into them. Nothing.
Right. Nothing. Wow. That's deep. That's deep. Are you writing your music?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day. Everything and every day.
Okay.
That's all I know how to do. I write my music.
Right.
I write my recipes for my products. I write everything. I write my blogs.
You're a writer.
I'm a writer.
You're a writer.
I'm writing the script to my life.
That's right.
Writing the script to my child's life.
Nice. Right.
I'm writing.
What about acting?
I've tried it. You want to hear something funny
Yes.
about acting?
Yes.
Have you guys seen the movie with Mickey Howard, Love Under New Management?
Yes.
Do you know I was supposed to play her?
Wow.
She pegged me. She pegged me to play her. I went through a series of over Skype with Beyonce's father-in-law, Richard Lawson. I went through a few coaching sessions with him to play her, but TV One decided to go with an actress that had a bigger name,
Right.
just for ratings. She actually did really well, but Mickey Mickey and Christine Swanson took me to TV One to play her, because Mickey felt like, listen, she sings like me, she can play me, and I want to put my money on her. And they ran with it for a little bit, but then they decided, because they're a big machine, they want an actress that has been out.
That would have been dope.
Yeah, I still have my reels from that too. I'll share 'em. I'll share them with you.
Or
I have them. I have my reels with Richard Swanson. I have my interviews with Christine Swanson, Richard Lawson, and then Christine Swanson, who's the director of Love Under New Management, and she directed the Clark Sisters joint. So same director, but I'm friends with Christine Swanson.
Right. Yeah, Mickey was dope.
Mickey is still dope.
Mickey
She's
is
still
dope. Right. Mickey
Still
is
got
dope.
it. That's a personal friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey's a personal friend of my family. So,
Right.
yeah, she's cool people.
Yeah. I hung out with Mickey myself.
Yeah, she was
couple
here in
times.
Jersey for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's in LA now.
Yeah.
She does a venue called, is it Catalina?
Okay.
Catalina in LA. She has a residency there. So she's doing well. She's doing really well for herself. She's back up and at it. So, yeah.
That's classic. That's classic.
Yeah. That's my acting story.
Right.
I'll get back to it. I was cool with it though. I said, you know what? I'm looking at TV One like, look, y'all might want to go ahead and go with sister girl, because that's her job. But I knew. Look, put me in front of that camera, and I will act all the way out for you. I promise you. But I think I did well. I did well with my reels. And
I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
They were, taken by the actual vocals, like she sings like that. I'm like, yeah, but of course, you get that one executive that's like, yeah, we're going to go with.
Right.
I said, it's all right.
Yeah.
I felt good that you guys would even consider me.
That's right.
And I got footage from it, so I'm good. Yeah.
What did Ziri sing?
My baby can hold a note. But Ziri, my baby is a balleter.
Okay.
She's been in dance school since she was probably, I want to say, 7 or 8. My baby went to dance with me here in Bayonne. Yeah, 7 or 8. Yeah, I'll share that footage too. She'll probably kill me for it, but she's dancing. My baby, she's still a child of the art, but she's not into the singing thing like mommy, but she can carry her tune.
Right.
But now dancing, you put her on the stage, dance, she'll tell you what. That's the thing. Yeah. That's recital girl.
That's dope though.
Yeah, she's
Right.
chilling. She's definitely not mommy when it comes to the vocals.
Right.
She good though.
This is amazing. Like, this is definitely living, learning, and growing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just share some of that experience, of everything in its entirety, everything that you're doing. You're living it.
Yeah.
What are you learning that you can just share with me right now?
Well, I'm learning that everything takes time.
Right.
I'm learning that, the fastest way to something is a straight line.
Right.
Just go at it. Just go it. Don't try to, take cut no corners or, get no shortcuts, none of that. Just do it. Do it. There's a path, knowledge is, How?
Right.
Learn as much as you can. You know, I'm still a student of the game. I'm in school right now to master what I do.
Right.
You understand? So you never stop learning, you know, until you're in the grave. You know, I'm not dead. So, you know, I'll always be learning something.
That's right.
You know, I'm still learning, you know, things when it comes to raising my child. You know, she's going on 16. I'm still learning, you know, techniques when it comes to being mommy.
Right.
So, you know, keep God first, you know, but just be open-minded. You got to keep your mind open. You know, there's people that are so bullheaded. You know, Mr. Know-it-all. So my nanny used to say, you know, be a Mr. Know-it-all because you don't know everything. You know, I don't know everything. I don't mind standing down. I don't mind standing behind. I don't mind, you know, pulling to a side and let somebody else lead, you know, because, again, I don't know everything. You know, you got to be teachable. Right. Be teachable, you know. You know, life is a sport.
Right.
It's a sport.
Definitely.
It's a sport.
For real.
It should be fun.
For real, yeah.
It should be fun.
Right.
There's going to be some parts of it that's extremely strenuous.
Right.
You're going to have to run. You're going to have to jump. It's a sport.
Fun gets me out to do a lot more things.
Yeah.
And I look for that in everything I do now. You know, I get excited about certain things that I do. Even coming here today, you know, I'm excited to sit here and talk to you and have fun.
Ditto.
You know, so it's very important that, you know, for people to do that. You know, you have the passion for self-care.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, for yourself and others.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Yeah.
Right.
Self-love.
And it's just something that you love to do and you have fun while doing it.
I'm having fun doing it.
Right.
I have fun when I see people walk out of here smiling. My job is done for the day. At that point, you're smiling, I'm happy. Something that simple. Go to sleep happy, feeling, you know, gratification-wise, my job is done for the day. You know, as weary as I could be, it could be something as simple as seeing him walk out of here feeling better about himself. I'll take it on. I'll take his burden on. Emotionally, I'll take it right on. And I'll be feeling heavy, but I'll pray it right off of me. And I'm okay with that.
Nice. This has been amazing, man. This has been amazing.
Yeah.
And a pleasure for me to just sit here and conversate with you and just build and live, learn and grow.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your time. I love and support everything that you're doing.
And thank you.
Continue.
For doing that.
You're
You've been doing
definitely a pillar in these communities and an inspiration to all of us.
Thank
you.
you.
Know, because I have my own business, and
Yes,
you
you
know, I
do.
just look at other people, and you know, me looking at you earlier. You know, you had family members come from out of town,
Yeah.
and just your customer service, even though it was family,
Yeah.
it was just so natural and so professional. You know, it wasn't, you never got out of Quiona. You know what I mean? And I admire that, and I learned from that because we tend to stray when we deal with certain people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
don't keep that originality and that business mindset.
Yeah.
And I commend you for that because I watched you the whole time.
Thank you.
And that's a lesson, you know, that I'll take and write it down and
Thank you.
and move on and grow from it.
Yep.
So with that being said, man, you know, we have Quiona, Childish Glow,
Thank you.
Tony Perkins, Live, Learn, and Grow, man, the podcast. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming.
Yeah.
Peace.